Rank insignia of the Austro-Hungarian Army. This article deals with the rank insignia of the Austro-Hungarian Army as worn by the Austro-Hungarian Army after the reorganisation in 1867 until 1918. In the Austrian Army, rank insignia are traditionally called Paroli Parolis, and are worn as gorget, patch or collar tab, appliquéd to the gorget, fore-part of the uniform coat, uniform jacket and slash or battle dress. Austro-Hungarian Army. The rank insignia so-called Paroli of the Austro-Hungarian Army 1867-1918 were worn on the fore-part of the sleeves for jackets, but never on shoulder straps of shirts, service jackets, and dress uniforms. They were identically for the common army as well as to the Imperial Royal Landwehr. However, the Mountain Corps wore additionally in other ways since 1907 behind the distinction stars. The rank or distinction stars of enlisted personnel and non-commissioned officers and CO were made from white celluloid. Those of the ranks Feldwebel and Stabsfotwebel have been made from white silk since 1914. The rank stars of the junior officer ranks normally consisted of relief metal. Pertaining self-procured uniforms, embroidered from metallic fibre rank stars might have been selected. The embroidered version was mandatory for staff officer ranks from Major OF3 onwards. For all other KK badges of the Austrian-Hungarian Mountain Corps from Oberon rank Jäger N Hunter/Private to the OF5 rank Oberst N Colonel. Even on the field shirts, officer rank stars showed the button colour of the uniform jacket. However, staff officers had additionally to wear a galloon on the uniform sleeve. If the galloon colour was silver, the colour of the buttons and the stars had to be golden and vice versa. On the galloon there was a serrated ornament. Generals wore always silver stars on golden galloon. From that derives that the colour of the rank stars and galloons had nothing to do with the rank. On-coat rank insignias had never been worn. Officers of the so-called Kaiserschützen as well as of the Landwehr Infantry Regiments No. 4 and 27, also Mountain Infantry Regiments 4 and 27, wore on their dress uniform shoulder straps with the Imperator's insignias not to be mixed up with the particular rank. For any rank description there had to be provided as well an equivalent expression in Hungarian language. Military units, who consisted mainly of Czech, Slovakian, and or Polish personnel, used unofficially the rank term in their mother language. NCO were counted to the enlisted personnel and did not make up a separate rank group. Cadet. The cadet, in his position as aspirant to the professional officer career, ranked as well to the enlisted rank group. The cadet ranks counted to the appropriate nominal rank, however, behind the next higher rank. E.g., the cadet Jafrita was counted further, however, behind the corporal, who himself was lower than the cadet corporal. The characteristic of the cadet ranks was the so-called distinction galloon on the sleeve ends. It was similar to the Feldwebel galloon, however, from gold colour instead of emperor yellow. The particular rank was added as well. Stabsfotwebel. The ranks and were introduced to the UK Armed Forces in 1913. Before it was equivalent to the N District Sergeant of the Gendarmerie as part of the, in Austria. To the Feldwebel uniform the wore a headgear similar to the officer's cap, however, without the characteristic golden officer's distinction. In 1913 the sleeve distinction consisted of a 1.3 cm broad Feldwebel galloon made from Imperator yellow silk. Additionally, 3 white rank celluloid stars were appliquéd. In June 1913 the rank insignia was changed. The galloon was now silver designed, and the rank stars were made from white silk and embroidered. In 1915 the ranks N officer deputy was summarised to the new rank group higher/senior NCOS. 1 year volunteer. The officer aspirant OA/ of the reserve undertook military training as a 1-year volunteer EF/. The distinguishing badge was an Imperator yellow silk square galloon in the upper part of the cuff. In 1915 the galloon was removed after passing the final examination. It was replaced by the so-called bright EF button to be worn on the collar. The EF button was fixed behind the nominal rank stars and was removed on promotion to first officer grade. Ensign. The rank cadet officer deputy was renamed to ensign in 1908. The service insignia was a map case made from black-coloured leather and to be worn on a waist belt, more characteristics with a black officer's cap, however with Imperator yellow side ornament instead from gold. The white celluloid star was replaced by a silver-coloured star. Also in this year, the old term rank was replaced by the new one cadet / Shako. In addition to the gorget rank insignias, the so-called distinction, The individual rank was indicated by the yellow distinction galloon on the parade headgear, called Schoko, a special version of helmet. Chefreiter was to be identified with a yellow, black-carved 0.5 Austrian inch tilde 0.5 cm thick round cord. Corporal wore a 1.5 Austrian inch tilde 4 cm broad the yellow distinction galloon with zigzag trim ornament. And cadet officer deputy ensign. As to the corporal, however, the distinction galloons and pipings for enlisted ranks in NCO were made from yellow sheep's wool, for ensigns since 1908 from yellow silk, and for officers from gold yarn. Pertaining private procured special editions to enlisted ranks and NCOS, silk trims have been allowed as well. The N corps colour had to be in correlation to the appropriate military unit, branch, or branch of service. T-Schoko der K, UK, Hussarn Regimenter 4, 5, 8 and 14, PNG T-Schoko der K, UK, Hussarn Regimenter 1 and 13, PNG T-Schoko der K, UK, Hussarn Regimenter 7 and 10, PNG T-Schoko der K, UK, Hussarn Regimenter 6, 11, 15 and 16, PNG T-Schoko der K, UK, Hussarn Regimenter 2, 3, 9 and 12, PNG K, UK, Artillery Schoko, PNG. Enlisted men, NCOS, officer aspirants, and officer deputies. RK means the rank classification, as the K, UK, Army was never a member of NATO, it did not use NATO rank codes. NCO ranks. Designation enlisted / sergeant ranks rank insignia rank descriptions Augsführer branch infantry English Augsführer. Higher staff NCO ranks and officer aspirant OA ranks. Higher staff NCO ranks and officer aspirant OA ranks. Officers. Note. The embroideries of the colours of the ranks major to colonel were always in the same colour as the tunic buttons silver/gold. The rank stars were converse silver embroidery gold and stars of ranks lieutenant to captain had stars in the same colour as the tunic buttons. Generals. Commander-in-Chief and General's gorget patch command flag title English. In the course of uniform reorganisation pertaining the Imperial Royal Landwehr (KK) Landwehr, the service quota of all enlisted personnel was substituted by a tunic in general. The rotary-coloured gorget patch was replaced by a standard gorget patch in grass green with rank insignias. According to the special function, e.g., as member to a machine gun unit, the edelweiss and the gorget patch was additional. Enlisted personnel insignia of guards formations. In the Austrian-Hungarian armed forces there existed 5 guard units. In 2 of them served exclusively officer grades. The remaining 3 of them were called enlisted men guards. K, UK, Guard Infanterist, PNG Gardereise, PNG K, UK, Garde Corporal, PNG Gardesagsführer, PNG Gardesagsführer, PNG Gardefeldwebel, PNG 1. Gardewachtmeister, PNG Trabenden Guard, PNG Garde Secundum, PNG. There was no difference between the rank insignias of the officers in comparison to regular troops. Estate Riflemen Troops. KK, estate riflemen units and companies were established in the 15th/16th century and did belong to the so-called then Home Guard. However, KK, estate riflemen troops did not wear regular uniforms. After KK, estate riflemen troops had to be involved in 1915 to regular military engagement. The Austrian-Hungarian administration was forced to procure these units with regular uniforms. To emphasize the character and status of the estate riflemen, they did wear slightly different rank insignias. Officer collar patches showed a gold embroidered rosette. Pertaining enlisted personnel and NCO, the rosette was silver embroidered. Because silver and gold embroidery was deficit, the rosettes were finally replaced by celluloid stars, as this was the case to regular troops. The rank insignias were fixed on the collar patches showing at the background the corps colour of the riflemen infantry also, hunter troops or riflemen troops, grass green. Parolis collar patches showed the silver metallic Tyrol eagle behind the rosette/star. For the Vorarlberg estate riflemen the eagle was replaced by a white metallic shield with the Vorarlberg coat of arms. Major was the highest rank of the estate riflemen troops. Unterjäger der Standschützen von Vorarlberg, PNG Augsführer der Standschützen von Vorarlberg, PNG Lieutenant der Standschützen von Tirol, PNG Oberleutnant der Standschützen von Tirol, PNG Hauptmann der Standschützen von Vorarlberg, PNG Major der Standschützen von Tirol, PNG. Military officials. As regards to military officials, there were in force exactly the same rules who applied to military officer ranks. However, military officials wore only 4-leaf star rosettes instead of the rank stars, the only exception officials with explicit star ranks. Fiscal officials in line service have been provided always with silver color buttons. Further exemptions from the principal rule are described as follows. Military officials with port-à-pay staff ranks wore a galloon with applied crossband ornament. Military commissariat official in the Common Army golden color buttons, in the Home Guard silver color buttons. Military construction engineers in the Common Army silver color buttons, in the Home Guard golden color buttons. Military officials without port-à-pay staff ranks wore a galloon with waved crossband ornament. Auditors in the Common Army gold color buttons, in the Home Guard silver buttons. Military Surgeon Officer Corps in the Common Army gold color buttons, and the Home Guard silver buttons with the appropriate variations of color. Aspirant MK UK, Eisenbahn and Telegrafen Regiment, PNGK UK, and Terrorist, PNGK UK, Kassenoffizier, PNGK UK, Artilleriezugsoberoffizier, PNGK UK, Stabsapotheker, PNGK UK, Overintendent 2. Class PNGK UK, Oberverpflichter 1. Class PNG. Examples. The gallery below shows examples of different kinds of N uniforms. Patrulleführer UK, UK, Jägertrupp, PNG Helbleutiller UK, UK, Huserinal, PNG Einheitfrau. Corporal UK, UK, Bosnisch-Herzegovinian Infantry, PNG ZGSS FHR 34, PNG Sergeant Hungarian Uniform Stabswitchmeister UK, UK, Trained PNG Stabber 68, PNG Fenrich K, UK, Infor GT 90, PNG Landesdienst, PNG Hotman MK, UK, General Stab, PNG Hotman MK, UK, Infor GT 97, PNG Austrian. PNG Feldmarschall Gala 1918, PNGK, UK, Verfixaxist, PNG